The new Brave Frontier game that we've known about for a while now just got some crazy information dropped about it. We've known basically nothing about this game since its announcement 2 years ago, apart from the knowledge that it's most likely just another slop cash grab NFT blockchain game. However, the information that we just got might have changed everything we thought we knew about this game. But before we dive into this new information, let's take a small step back and I'll catch you up to speed on everything that's happened so far. The TLDR is that in 2020, Gumi released Brave Frontier Heroes, a blockchain NFT game based on Brave Frontier. This was right in the eye of the crypto blockchain hype, so it wasn't super concerning yet, but still, no one liked it. Then, 2 years later, Brave Frontier, our beloved JRPG gacha game, was shut down in March of 2022. There was also another Brave Frontier title, Brave Frontier Rizana, that released in 2021, but that also shut down a month after Brave Frontier in April of 2022. It never got a global launch, and at this point, it was looking really bad for the Brave Frontier IP. And for now, that's all you need to know. Gumi, at this point, has been fully engulfed and embraced NFTs and crypto to the detriment of everyone who once enjoyed their games. Brave Frontier Heroes was an obvious blockchain cash grab game, and Gumi, technically Alim, but Gumi is Alim's parent company, so I'm going to keep referring to them as Gumi. Gumi partnered with the company behind My Crypto Heroes, which is Double Jump Tokyo, to make Brave Frontier Heroes. And by then, everyone already saw the writing on the wall, and pretty much gave up hope for Brave Frontier and for Gumi. So we said our goodbyes to Brave Frontier and moved on. But then, in 2024, Gumi entered a new partnership with the Sui Foundation and announced they're co-developing a brand new game, Brave Frontier Versus, on the Sui network. At first, I was happy. This is a different partnership than Double Jump, Brave Frontier Heroes, so maybe it will be an actual game and not NFT pandering. But no. The Sui Foundation is literally just a layer 1 blockchain, meaning that they process all their own transactions and provide their own security and validation systems. It's similar to Ethereum or Bitcoin. This on its own is still not looking good. Clearly, Gumi cares way too much about crypto and the blockchain, and not enough about making the games we all want to play. But if we take a closer look at Sui, their entire business model is catered specifically to game development, which is potentially good, but, and this is a huge but, their model of development is focused almost entirely on Web3 transactions. Web3, by the way, being just a broad term for decentralized internet using technologies like the blockchain to give us ownership and control over their data. It's literally just crypto and the blockchain. And on their website, they basically say all this, and I quote, "Only Sui offers what games require. Web3 abstraction, unlimited scalability, near instant transactions, and predictably low cost. All this with dynamic game assets where developers fully control transfer policies. Integrate digital assets into your product to offer customers a dynamic experience that keeps them coming back." I don't know what you think about video games, but that's a pretty fundamental fucking flaw in what you think video games require. Games don't require NFT in-app transactions to play their fucking games. They brag about the speed of transactions and the ease of customers to buy digital fucking pixels, and mention nothing about actual game development. Now, I tried my best to remain optimistic. But yeah, I completely wrote this game off as nothing more than an out-of-touch crypto shill from a failing company. And real quick before we continue, I'm also going to mention this here now because I'm not going to talk about it in this video, but on August 28th of 2025, Gumi did also release a new official Brave Frontier spin-off game in Japan only called Brave Frontier Legion. It's developed by Grandsoft Co., which I genuinely couldn't find any information about online, but it doesn't have any blockchain bullshit as far as I know. However, it's essentially just a shell of the original Brave Frontier.
Can I touch? Oh wow! It's fully auto battle. It seems that I cannot do anything.
The game has no story, no gameplay, just auto battles that you can literally skip. And the reception of the game from JP players was terrible, with Japanese Twitter users saying there's something wearing the skin of Brave Frontier. They're looking down on us. So let's take a step back for a second. The majority of the Brave Frontier community didn't know about this partnership announcement with the Sui Foundation, so let's view these next few points in the perspective of an outsider. Fast forwarding a little bit more, on Twitter we get the announcement of a brand new Brave Frontier project, Brave Frontier Versus, and there's a minuscule sliver of hope for this game because of one tweet they put out reading, "Some people are asking about the relationship between Brave Frontier Versus and Brave Frontier Heroes. The two games are operated by two different companies. We will look into the possibility of collaboration," what the fuck? "The possibility of collaboration between them in the future, but nothing has been decided at this time." For us fans, this meant two things. One, there was a little bit of hope that there would be an actual game and not just fucking NFT trading. and 2, the game was still most likely going to include blockchain elements, seeing as they're possibly open to collaborations. And of course, since we did our research on the Sui Foundation, we already know it absolutely will be a blockchain slop game, but I digress. Now, Brave Frontier got ripped apart by the community again, as they should. Not a single soul on Earth wanted another blockchain crypto NFT slop game, in huge parentheses, of their once loved title. So a little over a month later, they then tweeted this. Regarding schedule changes, this is an announcement from Brave Frontier versus producer Morita. As a result of discussions with members of the development team, we have decided to fundamentally re-envision this game and its systems. Then on February 1st of 2024, they tweeted again, saying they released a sneak peek of their website and specifically highlighted this quote, adding greater value to engaging gameplay, a card game of epic battles and awesome pixel art. Okay, I'm remaining skeptical, yet hope is beginning to bubble up. They highlighted that it will be a card game, which, let's be honest, means nothing anymore. Half the games on the App Store are listed as card games that have no cards in them. But they directly confirmed that there will actually be gameplay, and this is where we leave off. I still absolutely do not trust Gumi or the Sui Foundation in making this game. However, a fundamental re-envisionment of the game and its systems sounds like it could only be a good thing from what we've known so far. This game was developed as a blockchain NFT game originally, as evident by Gumi's latest trends and the Sui Foundation's other projects, so a re-envisionment's gotta mean that they've cut back on the blockchain slop, right? From then until now, they've been consistently tweeting, but nothing worth looking into. That is, not until August 31st, 2025. They finally released the official website of this game, and that's what I want to look at today. Originally, I was not even going to make this a video. I mean, I completely wrote this game off as just another blockchain, NFT, crypto, slop, pump and dump game from Gumi, who have clearly ruined their reputation beyond repair, and now the Sui Foundation, which is another just NFT, Bitcoin, Web3 trading space. Again, I do not trust them at all. However, I did a little bit of poking around on the Brave Frontier Versus website here, and I didn't look at too much because I wanted to save it just in case I made a video, but I did find something pretty interesting down here. First off, like I assumed, the way this game is going to work, and the reason it's like a Bitcoin, blockchain game, is because all the cards you get in the game, because this is a card game, technically a card trading game, is all the cards are going to be digital trading cards, which sucks. I mean, already that sucks, so bam, there you go. There's your NFTs straight up. The main function of this game is NFTs. You can trade your NFT cards to the marketplace. You can't use them if you put them in the marketplace, but other than that, you can use them in your teams. You can use them to actually play the game. However, I kept reading down here, and there's this little line of text right here that confused me a little bit, because it says, prefer not to trade? No problem. We designed our DTC system to enrich the Brave Frontier Versus experience for collectors, but for those who prefer a more traditional gaming style, not to worry, trading is completely optional. The DTC system has no effect on our core gameplay, battles, or balancing. We'll see you on the battlefield. This is tricky, because obviously at face value, what it's saying is, oh yeah, if you don't want to trade your cards on the marketplace, you don't need to do that. But this line down here, the DTC system has no effect on our core gameplay, battles, or balancing. Really, the thing I'm looking at is the core gameplay and battles. Because yeah, the marketplace itself would have no effect on the gameplay or battles, but I'm assuming the marketplace is the main way you're going to be getting these cards, because this is an NFT game, you're probably going to buy cards to actually play the game. But if it has no effect on the gameplay or battles, then maybe this is a game you can play without spending real money on NFT bullshit. And it has essentially been this one line that made me want to actually make this whole video. Not only because I want to share this with you guys, let you guys know any updates and stuff, maybe if you guys didn't know about the Sui Foundation and just are kind of looking on the Brave Frontier Twitter page about this game and don't know what it's all about, that's what I wanted to make this video for. But then also this, because there's a very, very slim possibility that there might be an actual game buried under all the NFT bullshit, and if there is, I would possibly like to check it out. And speaking of which, if you've been watching this far in the video, if you enjoyed this video so far, if you want me to see more Brave Frontier content, or maybe even more content on Brave Frontier versus some information videos on it, then let me know, because I will absolutely do it down in the comments, and I can even play this game when it comes out. So, other than that though, I have really not looked on this website at all, and honestly, I just kind of wanted to do that with you guys, because I want to figure out what the gameplay is going to be. I want to figure out the card system, which it looks like we already just figured out. And that's pretty much it. So first off, there is a little information trailer here. God damn, that is loud. Never mind, I guess it wasn't loud for you guys because my sound wasn't coming through. But what's interesting is we have seen technically some gameplay of this game. before like this website announcement with this tweet that they posted on August 5th. But you guys can see here, like, this is the card system. You guys can see these are all the cards. So like, we already knew it was a card game, right? Which is fine because, I mean, technically in that regard, the regular Brave Frontier game that we all loved, that was a card game. You would summon for the cards and then those cards were units. So like, that's how a lot of gacha games on the App Store now are kind of marketing themselves. Like, they're all card games, but this one is specifically cards. But then here we actually see some gameplay. And as far as I know, this gameplay is a little bit different than what's shown on the website. But pretty much everything is still here. There's like some kind of speed system up here. You can see this guy did like a Brave Burst attack, it looked like. And for the most part, that's all we get. That's all we got of the gameplay teaser until now and until this trailer. So let's go ahead and sit through this trailer, see if maybe there's anything different. That's so fucked up. That is, first off, that is so fucked up. You cannot say Brave Frontier is back, dude. You have ruined Brave Frontier genuinely forever. The only time Brave Frontier will truly be back is Brave Frontier Recoded, which that is a godsend of a project. If you guys don't know what that is literally just the new Brave Frontier. Brave Frontier Recoded is a fan project remaking Brave Frontier because these guys fucking ruined it. We got collect your favorite Brave Frontier characters, build your own deck. Again, I'm really hoping that you don't need to spend actual money to do that, but this is more of the gameplay that we get to see, and I haven't actually seen any of this yet. You can kind of form your teams. It's more like a strategy deck builder kind of game. I mean, it's similar to what it was in Brave Frontier, but like, this is, you guys can see this is significantly different. The only thing I want to know is we saw a bunch of these cards, right? That we see some maybe common cards, some rare cards, some legendary cards. I don't know what the cards are going to be. Is it possible that we can summon all of these cards by ourselves, or do we have to open up the wallet? You know what I mean? Like, can we only get these regular rare cards like the High Dancer May over here, or is it possible that we get Thunder Guy? I can't read that, the text is too small. Like, can we possibly get all these cards, or do we have to trade them on the bullshit crypto marketplace and actually open up our wallets to acquire the cards? What pisses me off the most is that genuinely, other than that, this looks like it would be a fun game. I would play the fuck out of this game if it wasn't Web3 crypto blockchain bullshit. Like, look at what they just announced. I mean, you can revive your cards at like the end of every turn. You can jump into battles. You can do a Brave Burst. Like, the manifestation system gives those who have fallen a way to get ahead. Like, you can revive. There's the super Brave Burst. It's the pixel art of regular Brave Frontier. The pixel art is amazing. It's just Brave Frontier. I love this game. This looks good. It looks like a fun, cool update strategy game. This looks like what Brave Frontier 2, or I guess 3, because 2 technically released in Japan and never came to the West. That should be what Brave Frontier 3 is, without all the bullshit. Now, granted, there's not a whole ton to look at on this website, but we do get a little overview with, you know, just I guess a gif of the trailer we just watched. But we can see more here. It's the latest card game battle from Brave Frontier series, which it's a shame you even call this in the Brave Frontier series, you piece of shit company, but we can see there's an actual story, right? There's like a new world, there's a real story here. Summoners from many worlds are called to El Salvia, whatever the fuck. Like, it seems like this is a new story, maybe a continuation of the actual Brave Frontier story. I'm not really too sure. And that's pretty much all there is on the website. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the battle systems tab up here, but there's also a little brief summary of the battle system down here. Easy to pick up, hard to put down. It's quick, you know, minute battles. There's the manifestation system where, you know, you can revive your characters and stuff like that. And obviously you can use your Brave Burst and your Super Brave Burst, which we saw in the trailer. But if we actually look at the battle systems up here, this does have a little bit of different information. And this is also the tab where we saw the bullshit marketplace, the DTCs, all this information stuff. But if we actually scroll back up here, you guys can see a little bit more of the battle. You can see it's a 5-turn battle without waiting for your opponent. So it's short battles. What that means to me is maybe they're just NPC battles. There's probably going to be no feature of PvP, anything like that. I'm okay with that. Maybe it's possible they add that in a future update. For now, it looks like it's just possibly story. Even if it's just story, that's fine, dude. I want Brave Frontier without the slop. I mean, that's the whole caveat. I want it without the slop. This is gonna be slop, but whatever. There's no filler turns. Hit the ground running, playing multiple units on the very first turn, which, okay, you know, whatever. That doesn't really tell us anything. And don't let fear keep the best cards in your hand. Cards revive each turn, letting you build strategies effectively, creating synergy with up to 6 units on the field for thrilling offensive and defensive battle. So the way this game works is you actually physically build like a deck. I don't know how big the deck's going to be, maybe 50 cards or something like that. And then you can only play 6 at a time, but you can actually have a full deck of cards is what it seems. And actually that's what it says on this tab. So what it says here is you can build decks full of characters. No need to worry about over complexities. Decks can be comprised of only character cards, so even card game beginners can get easily started. And that's interesting to me because so far we have seen only character cards, but that tells me there might be more than just character cards in the game. And your deck contains 20 cards with up to 2 copies of cards with the same name. 5 cards are drawn in the first hand, and blah, blah, blah. That's just more of the gameplay stuff. So the deck is 20 cards, and there's a possibility that there's more than just character cards in the game, but your deck only has character cards. And now we get to the manifestation system, which I thought the manifestation system was just a way to revive dead cards that died in battle. But this says something completely different. It says on the 3rd and 5th turns, you will draw manifestation cards. Cards that will manifest will have better stats and powerful skills. And then you can choose which card to manifest to suit your strategy, and the party's strength can increase dramatically. So you guys can see here, it looks like we get a choice between 4 of these manifestation cards, and then those cards just are added to your team for, I don't know, this match, or maybe just permanently unless they die or something like that, which is strange to me, because if you already have a deck full of 20 cards, is this manifestation system just a way to revive the cards, or is these new cards that you can draw during the course of the fight? Is that like how you're supposed to get new cards in this game without buying them on the crypto marketplace? I have no idea. And the last bit of information we get is just back to the Brave Burst. So you can turn the tide of battle in one strike, use battle crystals, which is again a new system that we're just learning about, to invoke a powerful Brave Burst. This powerful system allows you to turn the tables even when at a disadvantage. I'm not sure how it's going to work, but it looks like you need battle crystals. So again, that's maybe a new system that's going to be in the game to allow you to use your Brave Burst. And other than that, that is almost every bit of information that is on this website. The only thing we haven't explicitly talked about is the DTC section, this digital trading card section, but this is all just information on like the marketplace, which you guys can pause it and read it if you want. All it's saying is that when you got cards in the game, you can put them on the marketplace and people can buy those cards from you. It actually doesn't say how you would buy the cards. It doesn't actually specify real money or in-game money. I'm willing to bet it's real money because, again, crypto bullshit, NFT, blockchain slop. This trading system as a system itself doesn't seem that bad. I mean, obviously, it's probably gonna be if you have to spend real money on it. But, like, seems like a pretty forgettable system. You can trade cards, you can get cards. If you put a card up to trade, you can't use that card until someone buys it, or you take it back down and use it yourself. Depending on how they implement this could be fine. Like, it could be whatever. It honestly really just depends on what they explicitly mean by no effect on our core gameplay or battles, and like how the system is going to work with spending our real money, opening our wallets, because I'm not doing that. I am not spending money on NFT crypto slop. But if I can play this game free to play, then there is a chance I could play this game and ignore the in-app purchases and ignore the spending and ignore the NFT bullshit, cash grab, scammy aspect to it. But I did want to revive something I said earlier. I assumed this game was only going to be PvE content because of like the story and stuff up here. However, we read this down here, and I just didn't even process this in my brain. A quick card battle that only takes minutes to play, have fun building dice, collecting unique characters, and battling players from around the world. So possibly there is going to be some kind of arena aspect or PvP aspect to it. However, what this could also equally just mean is that you just battle kind of like the bot of enemy players and enemy teams. So like it's not actual real PvP, you're just battling the bots, similar to like an auto battle system in like an arena fighting game. But again, that could be interesting. That could be something worth looking into. And with that being said, that is genuinely actually all the information that is on this website. So gamers, I'm going to say this again. If you enjoyed this video, if you like the information, if you want to see more about this game or more about Brave Frontier, maybe like the history of Gumi or Brave Frontier or Alim, anything like that, let me know in the comments. Let me know by liking this video, sharing it around. Also, if you have the option, hype this video down somewhere by the like button or somewhere in the comments. I'm not sure. Hype is a new YouTube system where you can hype a video that a creator uploads, and it'll like just help the video spread around more. So if you like this video, if you thought I had good information, please hype the video or just share it like it, do all the normal YouTube stuff. Hopefully this information was helpful to you guys. If you want to see me play this game on release, you want to see me talk about this game more, talk about more information on it, you guys already know what to do. With that being said, that is going to be all for me. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.